Wow, I think Fitz is the only person to reference the 2004 Pistons other than myself. Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Thank you, Evan. That brightened my evening.
Well, I don't tie it.
I'm just going to go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has
Not
to be.
pub more.
Has
I
to
mean,
be.
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Fitzmagic in September is like one of the hottest athletes in the world.
Luka's
So
on
you want to
mission.
talk about putting a team on your back? Luka is Larry Bird reincarnated. This man might get it done.
And so there's a joke that that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to get traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tom Brady was like, nah, you're going to go with that motherfucker? Like, I'm coming back.
10 seconds.
What is going on? The return. 2 weeks off. Mama, we needed it. We're back. We're refreshed. We're ready to go. Episode 112, 112 coming at you. We got Matt from across the pond. He's back with some vengeance, baby. Right in time for Premier League action, if I can talk. Father Fitz tried to produce. He's got some work to do. All right. But we're going to get him there one day. One day for Packers Pod, we're going to get him there. And then the one, the only, who's just here for a damn good time to do a little prescription. Dr. Tim Farner is in the building.
not a doctor.
Doctor, but you can prescribe a good time anytime.
I prescribe wins.
God,
See what
all
I did there?
we're starting that. All right. Hey, listeners, watchers, we are so sorry we've missed the past 2 weeks. I was on vacation. We tried to make it work. The boys tried their best. It's all right. We needed the weeks off anyways. There was no sports anyways. Everybody was on vacation. We're back. We're ready to go. And we're here for another 111 weeks in a row now. We just start over the streak at this point.
Yeah, no more Favre Iron Man. I feel like that was that's where I feel most let down.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
trying to catch Favre and we're not even a third of the way there. And we folded.
Sorry, we're coming back. You know, it was the lockout. Well, that's what we're going to blame it on, right? All right. We've got a sports fact, and we're not sticking on this planet. We're going to space for this
Space Jam?
sports fact. I mean, that was a real event, so maybe one day, right? The year 1971, February 6th, we're on the moon. A young astronaut named Alan Shepard. Maybe you've heard of him. Probably not. Anybody know what he's famous for?
Being on the moon?
Besides being an astronaut?
First moonwalk on the moon.
That was Neil Armstrong. Technically, he moonwalked on the moon, right? But not Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. He's the first one to play a sport on the moon.
Ooh.
Golf?
Guess what?
Yeah.
Golf. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. He teed that sucker off, and there's no gravity. That thing went for miles.
Yes.
Is it technically the longest drive in history?
It has to be. Like LIV PJ signed this man up, right? No, he's RIP. Pour some out for him. But Alan Shepard, he plays golf on the moon because he said, "Hey, I can't be the first one to walk on the moon. Can't be the first one to touch it. But I can be the first to do something." So he brought his golf clubs up there with him and teed off. So really cool. I can't imagine that feeling. Like that's got to be an awesome feeling. I don't know how you keep the ball down. But somehow it did. Some nerd figured it out for him. But
I don't know how you
pretty
get
awesome.
in that suit. That'd be my concern. Like
All hips. All hips.
It's all in the hips.
You got
Imagine
no
shanking.
final
Imagine
rotation.
shanking your shot. How embarrassing would that be?
Well, it doesn't
Yeah, what
matter.
if
I
you
mean, the ball's gonna go regardless.
You just take a chunk of moon rock with you as you go.
Oh. What if you shank it into the spacecraft and bust out a window? Like
Exactly.
Kill the people inside.
it's game over.
Oh,
Literally.
God.
Yeah.
So that's our random sports fact. A little short of a fact this week, but that brings our question. If you could be on the moon, what sport would you want to see you play on the moon, or maybe just two professional teams play on the moon? Like what would be like your dream sport to watch?
Okay.
I think. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Thank you. I'm going to like a sport that fits with like. I'm going to the athletics world. I'm going javelin. What I want is each country sends a representative, and they have a flag on the end of their javelin, and they've got to run up, give a full-on throw, and whoever goes the furthest lands on the moon, and then whoever lands the furthest claims the moon with their flag.
I like it. You've been watching the Minions or something, but I like it.
I'm thinking a little more like, have you guys watched that professional tag? Like it's like a parkour.
Yeah.
Think about
That's
putting like
nuts.
almost like a jungle gym or something on the moon, and having two people just like play tag. Like
Yeah.
like you go to jump and like fly to go grab the bar and you miss it and you just keep floating in space. Like to
Yeah,
me,
that's
that
one you
would-
have
I'd
to
watch it.
win
Yeah.
or you're dying.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going a bunch of. I don't think you could do basketball well, because you know there's too much relying on
Dunk
you coming
only.
back down. Like I don't think you'd be able to come back down. I want to say tennis. I feel like tennis might work. Like it's weird because you're gonna have to hit down, and then I mean you just gotta have a ton of tennis balls because it's like as soon as you miss it, it's gone. But I feel like you can at least play a few points. You know,
Lots of
fair.
topspin,
like
and lots of
it'll
topspin.
bounce and be coming at you. But if you can return it, I feel like it should work.
Yo, how are you gonna serve it though?
You're just gonna have to like not toss it up. Like you're just gonna have to like you just drop it. Like you just let go of it in the air and then you just swat it because it
Just-
won't.
Nick Kyrgios underarm serve. That's what you got to do.
I'm telling you, you hold the ball here and then you just let go and it's just gonna float and then you just smack it.
I'm here for it, Fitz. I like it. You know, all those are really good. I'm gonna take the easy one. I'm gonna take football. I just want to see someone get hit so hard they get blasted off the fucking faces of like the moon.
Oh, God.
A little 7-on-7.
Imagine
Yeah.
hitting someone into the sun.
7-on-7. The Moon Bowl. Make it happen.
Yeah. We got targeting into the sun life banned. Listeners, watchers, let us know what sport you'd want to play on the moon or see played on the moon, and we'll give our best ones shout outs on Instagram. All right, before we move on, we got to do a little RIP. Pour some out. Late last week, the great, probably the most, how do I want to say this, slept on GOAT of basketball. I feel like Bill Russell doesn't get enough respect. He passed away. Dude was known to block shots out the gymnasium and even over top of his own teammates, like leaping over them to go block somebody. He was just an athletic freak, one hell of a player, has the most rings in NBA history, and will forever live on as one of the greatest Celtics and one of the top 10, 15 NBA players of all time.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be curious to, like, if you're going to put him, I think it's hard to argue. It's always hard. It's hard to argue the GOAT. But I think, like,
Yeah.
if you're making an all-time team, where does Bill Russell rank on, like, your power forwards? I think that could be an interesting way to put it.
Ooh, I like that.
Because,
Yeah.
like, where does he rank with, like, Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, and some of these other guys? And I think Russell's definitely up there. Like, I think he's definitely, like, he could be the best. He could be your greatest power forward of all time.
Yeah. I agree. And it was totally different eras. And so you, like you just said, you can't make the GOAT argument. But you could definitely say, hey, let's have a discussion about the top power forwards. He's definitely in the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the thing is, it's like any of those guys. One, it's just hard to find highlights of Bill Russell.
yeah.
But when you see it, you're like, oh, he's playing today's game, like, you know, almost 100 years ago. Like
Exactly.
he's playing the same game. And like I always see that, like when you watch like Jim Brown highlights, like Jim Brown runs, it's like this guy was gonna dominate. Like he would be putting up the Adrian Peterson numbers in 2000. He just played in a different era. So like, I mean, there's always the argument of different era, but there are guys who are playing like they could be good in any era. And Bill Russell was one of that. Is like the way he was blocking shots, getting like 20 rebounds a game, and just putting up. I mean, he could just run end to end on the floor too. Like any, I don't know. Like there's not many power forwards who can run the floor the way that he did.
Yeah,
And
I totally agree.
And so, yeah, I mean, it's just you watch it and you got to give respect to it. And yeah, Bill Russell, he's a great one.
I'm about to say this, and I mean no disrespect to Bill Russell, because obviously he's up there on my list. If you young people, if you want to watch somebody who kind of played a current game like Bill Russell, Greg Oden in high school, in college, I think they were very similar. I know, one of the biggest injury bust in the NBA, but how he played in high school and in his 1 year at Ohio State was very similar to Bill Russell. Like court to court, could run up there, just a freakishly big, athletic guy that could just block anytime he wanted to and score anytime he wanted to. Really, I know I was hesitant to compare Greg Oden to him, but
I was just thinking of rim protecting like LeBron. I think,
yeah,
LeBron's probably the, but similar. I'd put LeBron a little bit better at rim protecting, but I mean Bill Russell, that was his staple. But
100%. All right, we're gonna do something unusual here, and shout out to Claudia. She said the boys are back. Pumped to hear that.
Boys are back in town.
That's right. We're gonna start officially with sports here with Matt's Footy Corner. I'm putting you front up and center, Matt. We've got a lot of NFL talk, a lot of college football talk, and I don't want to miss out because this week is big. You return with Premier League. It's a big week for you. So I don't want to. You get your time in the sun here.
Thank you. Before we head into the Premier League, we'll recap to last week where football actually finally did come home. The girls won the Euros. A year after the men failed to do it, the women beat Germany in the final at Wembley, similar to the World Cup in '66. A great day out, a great moment for not just, England, the women's sport in England, but just sport in England in general. It was absolutely quality day. The whole nation got behind it. Absolutely perfect, absolutely jubilant. Great day.
Broad none.
Unbelievable stuff. There's also a funny clip in the final where the German player puts a dirty challenge in, and then England player called Jill Scott, you can see her mouth first. You obviously can't hear it. She says, "Fuck off, you fucking prick." It's hilarious. Make sure you watch the clip because it's the funniest thing ever. But there we go. That's all you need to know about the Euros. England won it, and they're playing the States in October for a friendly, so that could be quite tasty. So there we are.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
That'd be a good one. But anyway, back to the Premier League. This year, it starts this weekend. It's going to be a 2-horse race, probably, to win the Premier League title. It starts off with Man United at Leicester. Quality graphic, by the way.
I wish I could take credit for it. I did not make it.
But
I stole this one.
This is a 2-horse race between Man City and Liverpool, as it has been for a long time. Liverpool have lost a serious player in Sadio Mane, which is going to hinder them. And Manchester City have signed Erling Haaland, who is a Norwegian player who's like 20, I think he's like 22, and he's honestly going to be, he's going to be a Ronaldo, he's going to be a Messi for the next 10 or 20 years. He's an unbelievable player. He's an unbelievable character. It was a big transfer to bring him to Man City, a lot of money. So yeah, so those two will be at the top. 3 new teams coming into the league. We've got Fulham. We've got, we've got Bournemouth coming back in, and we've also got Parker's Nottingham Forest. So they're back into the league. So that's perfect.
Let's go.
There we go. So there we are. So that's it. That's the league coming up this weekend. Also, I'm pretty sure that graphic is wrong because the first game is Crystal Palace versus Arsenal.
That's why I didn't make it. I stole it. I didn't make it. All right.
That might have been last year's, but it's fine. But there we are. So look out for the games this weekend. Big game this weekend. It's going to be West Ham United versus Manchester City. Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern time. That's the game to watch. And now you'll be seeing how good Man City are going to be for the rest of the season. So there we go.
I love it. Is there a favorite
Man
for
City.
you? Like, hey,
Oh god.
yeah, Man City.
Yeah,
hands
by
down.
not hands down, but it'll be them and Liverpool. And like there's a few interesting stories like Manchester United got a new coach. They could be actually good this year. We get to see. Tottenham Hotspur made some good signings. They could get better. And then Chelsea have regressed a little, but we'll see.
All right,
There we go.
I'm here for it, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Price has joined us. Day one listener.
Hey, what's up,
Day one
fellas?
fan.
Can
Thank
you
you.
guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you loud and clear, dude.
All right, man.
Andrew Price,
Oh gosh, Tim.
my
Fire.
man. Can you guys see me, by the way? Or am I? What's happening?
Tim's frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Oh gosh.
That's all right.
Frozen stiff.
You got a beautiful face, though. Tim.
He looks like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
He did a little bit. Yeah.
Tim, are you using your Razor phone video again?
Yeah, dude. How'd you know that? There we go. Huh? I was being hacked by the elites.
Yeah, that's what it is. Matt, thank you for the footy update. I'm excited for it. This might touch on Pub Parlay. If so, we can wait for it. Any action
Perfect.
you're looking for this weekend?
I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how the new Manchester United are going to play Sunday against Brighton.
Okay. So there's like I meant like bets. Any bets like, hey, I might throw 5-10.
Tottenham to beat Southampton. Chelsea probably will beat Everton. Always bet for Man City, and then maybe Newcastle will beat Nottingham Forest.
Okay. Perfect.
Not too early to tell, bro.
All right. Andrew Price, you wanted to talk a little NFL with us, and we're glad you have you on because that's exactly what we're going to do. Before we break into the real NFL, we've got to talk about Madden. Every year we kind of do a Madden segment, Madden episode. And this is it. Do you play Madden,
Ooh.
Andrew?
I do play Madden, and the ratings this year, I got several problems with those.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Problems.
That hits well with my caption here. Worst Madden ratings ever, question mark.
It's up
Price,
there.
you're saying, yeah, it's up there. I agree. It's bad. Madden already gets a bad rep because it's just the same game with new rosters, like an updated roster. I don't know. I feel like they're losing a lot of people year after year after year. This year, no different. Where do you want to start out here, Price? You want to start with positions, players, teams?
Yeah, let's just let's pick up a couple position guys. Let's talk about Jonathan Taylor being what, RB 4 or 5 on Madden.
If I can get the
Oh.
there it is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's set at number 4. Derrick Henry 1. Okay, I get it. Nick Chubb at 2. Maybe a little head
That's
scratching.
wild. Yeah.
McCaffrey at 3, who hasn't played a full season in 1,200 years, it seems like. JT at 4. Dalvin Cook at 5. Joe Mixon at 6. I'm not complaining. I'm a Bengals guy. Alvin Kamara at 7. Aaron Jones at 8. Austin Eckler at 9. And to round it up, Zeke at 10. Fitz, you're shaking your head. Price, where do you want to start with this?
Eckler needs to be higher.
Yeah.
I feel like JT has to at least be second or third. Like putting Henry's got the body of work more than just 1 year. But Nick Chubb being ahead of Taylor, I mean Taylor and Chubb, I would say probably I think they have an equal number of like high performance seasons or up there. And Taylor's peak season was like so much better than Chubb's peak season. So I don't know how Chubb is ahead of Taylor personally.
I'm with you. I feel like they just get drunk every year and like, what do you want to make this guy? You know what? Let's make this guy a 94. Really? Yeah, Nick Chubb, 98. Easy. It's like, it's head scratching almost, or 96. I don't get it. No running backs in 99. Once again, people questioning maybe King Henry deserves that 99 rating. Any thoughts on that for you guys?
I'd be cool with it, honestly. Just how dominant Derrick Henry is. Like, there definitely needs to be a drop from Henry and I think the other guys. That's my opinion.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think you could make a case for Taylor. I think it could go Henry and then Taylor like pretty close with Henry, but then maybe like a significant drop between the rest.
Yeah, I agree. Derrick Henry's playing on the moon where everybody else is playing on the earth, it seems like.
He doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I could see him being a 99. I think that's probably the only reason he's not.
Yeah.
Well, it's
yeah,
Madden.
That's true.
No
Yeah.
one's hurt.
Turn injuries off, baby.
Like,
Let's
it's
go.
a perfect world. It's kind of like, why is Kamara at 90? Like, I could see where, like, fantasy wise, because he's gonna miss 6 games or whatever, but he's Alvin Kamara. Like, he should be. I feel like he should be up there with like Dalvin Cook and McCaffrey.
He
Yeah,
actually- Go ahead, Tim.
I was just gonna say I don't like Zeke on there. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I'm sitting here thinking, like,
You
who would I
know
replace?
why?
I'm like, okay, so what has Zeke done legitimately to make himself in the top 10? I mean, I don't know who I would replace him with, but I don't think he should be in
Swift.
the... Yeah.
I think you could put Swift over Zeke.
Okay, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be
No.
like too biased. I really think
No.
Swift is a
I don't
better
think that's
running back than
crazy.
Zeke. What has Zeke done
I
the
think
past
he is
2
too.
years?
Yeah, Zeke's falling off.
Yeah.
I mean, even Clyde Edwards-Helaire I would put over Zeke. Like,
Oh,
there's
no,
there's a
that's
couple
trash.
people. Whoa!
No, he's garbage. Clyde's
He's such
garbage,
a
man.
he's a much better receiving running back than Zeke. Zeke hasn't
I
done
think
anything.
Zeke's
I
better
think
than
that's the
Clyde.
big name bias. Madden
Yeah.
goes by the big name bias. I feel like you get
Thank you,
4 or
Andrew.
5 good years, and you get a couple years of wiggle room before they drop you.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
I mean, if this is a perfect scenario, and we're not counting injuries, I would put Saquon over Zeke. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just I don't know. To me, like right up, Andrew, that was perfect. It's just big name bias.
If you were talking fantasy points and season stats, Zeke is ranked 15th. Chris Carson for the Seahawks is ranked 14th. Saquon's ranked 13th, even though out with some injuries. Javonte Williams for Denver Broncos, Najee Harris for Steelers, and Josh Jacobs are all ahead of him, but not in the top 10.
Josh Jacobs.
Forgot
Man.
about Harris.
Yeah, see? God,
Yeah,
get Zeke
yeah,
out
that's
of
a good
there.
point.
Cowboys fans down here are ready to have Zeke out and go with Pollard. It's a popular opinion down here.
I've heard that before, which is, I mean, the writing's on the wall. It seems like I don't know how, but they signed him for what, 8 years, 6 years? They still got him for a couple more years.
Yeah, the contract's really locking him in there. They're still talking about cutting him if he has a bad year, though.
Gosh.
They're gonna be on the fence they'll be on line for some money, but hey, Jerry doesn't get tired of writing checks, so I guess not. Matt, any thoughts here?
The only person I'd say could be top 10 was Najee Harris. Other than Zeke, yeah, literally completely agree. What has Zeke done? My brother's a Cowboys fan. He absolutely despises him. He's done. So there we are.
I like it. Let's move on to quarterbacks here. Brady at 97, Rodgers at 96, Mahomes at 95, Allen at 92, Joe E. Shiesty at a 90 for the top 5. And then Dax is at number 6, Air Bear at 7, Russell Wilson at 8, Lamar at 9, Stafford at 10. A lot of people have issues with this list as well. And it looks like we all have issues with this.
Fuck me. I thought the Zeke at 10 was bad. Dak Prescott at number 6. What are you on?
Maybe
But
Dallas
what are
fans
you
are just
on?
the bulk of Madden buyers or something.
Is Madden made in Dallas? Like, is Madden actually made in Dallas? Like, what is
I don't
That's the only way
know.
they're going to win a Super Bowl. And then they got to turn the game off. So maybe.
Fucking hell.
You don't even have any idea what I have to deal with down here with Cowboys fans. Horrible. Everywhere you look.
As he's wearing a Longhorn shirt, though. But
Baseball. Texas baseball. Let me clarify
all
that.
right. Fair enough. I applaud you on the baseball. All right.
Well, see, Madden's weird because I remember like when I created my own team and I'd make like my quarterback and I'd try to get them like up there. But the biggest thing for quarterbacks on Madden was awareness. Like if you made their awareness really high, their overall rating shoots up. But like you can make them fast, you can make them throw well. But if their awareness is like, mid, they're not going to go anywhere. So I feel like with Brady and Rodgers, it's like clearly they're like a 99 awareness. Like they're just like, we can't go any higher with these guys because, and so I'm wondering if that's part of it. If it's like the kind of the elite quarterbacks are like that. Because I don't know. I wouldn't say Brady's the number one Madden quarterback, but in some ways he should be the number one quarterback, but not for this season. Like I feel like he's not the, I don't know.
He's
It's kinda
old.
weird.
Yeah. Father. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's obviously very good, and he's the GOAT. But obviously, if I'm playing Madden, I feel like I'd have more success with Patrick Mahomes than I would Tom Brady.
Maybe that's why Kyler Murray is so low on the list because his study habits and awareness is not very high.
That's a wild story. And then they took that. I don't know if you guys saw. They took the studying out of his contract. They revoked that because they got so much backlash for it. Honestly, though, if I'm looking at this list, top 4, I'm okay with. Like, I get what you're saying, Fitz. Yeah, Brady, Rodgers, but I think it's because that awareness, the veteran leadership, however you want to put this into Madden. Yeah, sure, they can be your top 2. Mahomes and
the
Allen.
top 4,
3
no,
and 4.
the
I'm
top
cool
4.
with
You can argue the order, but I think those are the 4.
Yeah.
I think 92 is a little low for Josh Allen, though. Just looking at the number, that just feels low.
I agree because he's got a candy arm, and he can run. Like he can do it all. Yeah, I agree. 92 is a little low for him.
I think it's too high. I think it's way too high. Probably about
Oh
4
my
points
God.
too high. You know what needs to happen?
Where's Jameis on this list?
Yeah, so I was
That's
going
what
to say,
wanna
so Dak and Stafford need to switch, and then Dak needs to get off the list. Jameis Winston needs to be number 10, and then Josh Allen needs to switch with Joey B, because I think Joey B did more with less. So I'm giving Joey B more credit than Josh Allen. Putting Josh Allen top 4, disrespectful. Don't like it.
I can't argue with that. I'm a big Joe B fan. So Lamar at 9, though, is that head scratching for anybody? Like for me, I'm like, damn. Like if I'm playing Madden, I think he should be.
Yeah,
because he does it all, and we talk about doing with less. I mean, hell, 98% of the team was on IR last year, and he was still able to win games.
He was like an MVP front runner for the first half of the season.
Yeah. And so for me, I feel like he needs to be up there. Russell was out with injuries, and yes, he's Russell Wilson. Maybe put him at 10. Air Bear, Joey B. I see them being similar. That Dax one, though, I'm with all you guys. Get him the F out. I don't know. One hell of a comeback he had, though. Like comeback player of the year besides Joey B. I'm here for it, but I don't think he's top 10. I don't know. All right. Let's talk about wide receivers. Your boy Devontae Adams at 1 joined the Golden Cleat Club, 99 overall.
Wow, and he
Cooper
edged
Kupp,
out the Triple Crown winner there.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp, 1 point, 98. Tyreek Hill at 97. D-Hop, 96. He's going to miss a couple games. Stephon Diggs, 95. Justin Jefferson, 93. Mike Evans, 92. Scary Terry at 91. Terry McLaurin. Keenan Allen at 91. Amari Cooper at 90. Wide receiver group.
These Cowboys, man. I guess he's now a Brown, but still.
The back end of that top 10 is just terrible.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
like.
don't like 6?
I actually don't hate. Scary Terry needs to get recognized. Mike Evans has been here. Keenan Allen has been here. I kind of like the receivers ratings.
I don't like Mike Evans there, though. That's just me.
He's a little high.
Take the touchdowns out. Very average.
He's had like even before Brady got there. I mean, he's a consistent 1,000-yard receiving season guy.
Where's Chase on the list, though? I feel like Chase.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Jamar Chase is
bothers me.
an 87 overall, so he's like a 13th or 14th.
Yeah, he should be higher.
Yeah. To me, he bumps, Amari out. Sure, you can bump Mike Evans and Scary Terry and maybe even D-Hop down a little bit just because last year's production didn't really equal out. Plus, he's PEDs. But overall, wide receiver group, I'm not mad at compared to wide receiver and running backs.
Chase is the big one. I had a problem with him not being on there. Not necessarily the guys on there, but him being behind those guys.
I agree. And at 87, too, you're saying he's 10 points less than Tyreek Hill. And
I agree with Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans is too high. I agree with Andrew on that.
Yeah, I put him later top 10, but
Yeah.
maybe
Because
Chase.
Debo, I thought of where's Debo?
Yeah,
Yeah, Debo's not up there.
I put Debo ahead of McLaurin personally.
Yeah. I like Scary Terry.
I do like him.
I did.
He needs a QB.
Yeah, I was gonna say without having an official tier 1 quarterback,
He's got Wentz now.
he's yeah. So we're gonna have the same argument next year too.
Yeah.
Maybe next year we'll get somebody.
yeah. Next year's our year to get a quarterback.
And then he's screwed again.
Tim, Matt, any thoughts?
I thought Cup should also be 99.
Yeah.
Like,
Why not
the
have
best-
299s?
Yeah, best season wide receiver could possibly ever imagine. To pull it off is incredible. How is he not on 99? Slightly disrespectful to what he's achieved.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. I'm also thinking of like who we're missing here. I mean, do you guys think like Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf should make like the fringe of the top 10? I mean,
They're
I don't
close.
know. I don't
close.
know. I feel like you could switch them out with like you could like interchange them with Keenan Allen maybe, but it'd be like it's almost like splitting hairs for me. I think.
Yeah, I feel like 7 through 10, you could put 4 new guys there, and everybody be like, "I get it." Like, yeah, I see that. And like, I feel like there's like 8. There's a group of 8 guys that you could just interchange there, and people they might be mad, but in reality, like, I get it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, but I think Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, those are great guys. You could say, "Hey, where should they be at?"
I think if
Is,
Russ was still in Seattle, Metcalf would have been a lot higher.
I agree with you.
That
Yeah.
bias might have gotten him a little bit
Yeah.
lower.
We're gonna see Jerry Jeudy this year creep on the list.
Maybe. They just lost their receiver today for the year. I don't know if you guys saw that yet.
Oh,
Yep.
Who?
Tim Patrick.
Out for
Oh.
the year. ACL.
Jeez.
Next season, I'd like
Caught
to
the
see.
ball, turn up field.
Oh, sorry. Next season, I'd like to see T. Henny on this list as well, personally.
Yeah, you're damn right. Hey, Vikings, shout out to our boy T. Henny. The Vikings posted a little Instagram clip of him just cheesing, stretching. And I was like, yep, that's our boy T. Henny.
That's a boy.
Like, come on, make the team. Jalen Verge, another friend of the show, caught a one-handy in training camp today. It was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully our App boys make a roster. I'd love to get their jerseys hung up behind me. Like that'd be dope.
cool.
All right. Now let's talk about team ratings. I've got all 32 up here. We're not going to go up through all 32. But Bucks, Bills, Rams, and Packers are your top 4. Bucks at 92 overall. They're only team rated in the 90s. Everybody else is in the 80s or 70s. Texans are the worst ranked team, followed by the Giants. I don't think anybody's surprised there. But, however, the Seahawks are in the bottom 3 of worst teams, which
Good.
that's a big fall off. Yeah, good. Browns are at 84. I put them off to the side because I think that rating reflects Watson as a starter, not as QB whoever, question mark, for the top 6 games. So we'll see. Obviously, Madden, you can turn suspensions off, and there comes Deshaun playing. And we'll talk about Deshaun here in a second. But any team on this list that kind of surprises you, doesn't surprise you, any thoughts about team ratings?
I think the Raiders should be a little higher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no love for the Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I think the Dolphins have some potential too. To maybe not like jumping up to the next tier, but I see them a little higher than 83 this year. I guess it really depends on how Tyreek's incorporated. And of course, I think maybe we're all in agreement. I think Cowboys are, a little too high there. Just gonna put that.
Yeah,
out
they're
there.
above my Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. What the hell? Like, oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, like 60% of Madden buyers are Cowboys fans. They got some study.
A big Madden billboard down here. Maybe that has something to do with it.
No, it could be. To me, I'm just, I always play with the Bengals. I'm pretty decent at Madden, and so I always like being slept on. But I'm kind of pissed. Like, we made the Super Bowl, and we're the 10th best team in the game. Are you kidding me? Like, in real life, we're the top 2 best teams. Now you're saying, no, you're the 10th best. Like, it's head scratching for me.
One team that's confusing me is why the Broncos so high.
Russell Wilson, man. The
Oh,
bias
yeah,
is real.
of course. Yeah, of course it is.
Bronco Nation, let's ride.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
The Chiefs are a little low. They still got
Chiefs are
Mahomes.
real low. I guess Tyreek Hill being gone.
Some people are picking them third in that division. I don't feel like there's any way that happens with Patrick Mahomes in there.
No. The guy knows how to win. Cards being low too. They're ranked 13th.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking at the Pats and the Commanders ranked the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, that's a little, I don't know, head scratching, I think.
I 100% agree.
I think the Pats could win a lot of games this year.
Hmm.
I think so too. And then the Commanders, I don't know if they're going to win a lot of games. I'll be really curious to see where these teams finish at the end of the year.
I think Minnesota's a little low too. Minnesota scares me more than that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. I'm pissed that the Jets are above the Lions. All right. Jets stink. The Jets stink. Okay. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna say the Jets. I was surprised they aren't with the Giants and the Texans because the Jets are pretty bad.
Gosh.
Here they're
How
at
dare
Mark-
you
There's a lot
bad
of
mouth the Jet?
voting committee.
And they
Classic.
Mahomes.
Yeah. Yeah. Worst matter ratings I've seen in a long time. I don't know. I'm still going to buy the game because I'm a sucker for it and I need football. But
Damn it, Hacky.
it sucks, man.
I refuse to buy it till they bring when they bring the training camp back or the mini camp. That was the best thing they ever had. And they went away with it. That was the best Madden feature, mini camp.
I hated minicamp.
I love that.
That's funny. All right. Any other Madden thoughts before we hop off and talk about some real football here?
Quick Packer note here. I don't know if Fitzy knows this, but Sammy Watkins is the highest rated Packer receiver. Which makes
Oh,
me-
really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That doesn't surprise me. I think Lazard is gonna sneak up on a lot of people, like Alan Lazard. I mean, right now every team, if you read like training camp stuff, they're like, oh, this player is like producing and going off. So I've seen that with Lazard, but I really do see. I could see Lazard having like a double-digit touchdown season, really being Rodgers' guy. I really do. I could see it.
Hope so.
And we got Cobby. We got Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
Sammy. We'll see. Sammy Watkins also made a comment. This is the last Packer thing I'll say. Sammy Watkins was asked about Mahomes or Rodgers, and which one is better. And, he gave a lot of praise to Mahomes, but he said Rodgers is just different. He said it's really different. And just really talking about how that ball is just placed there. Like you don't have to like do anything. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see the chemistry with Sammy and some of these other guys. Yeah. Sucks though when you lose wide receiver with the golden cleats, Devontae Adams.
Yeah. I got that news in front of about 3 patients and dropped about 4 F-bombs right there in the middle of the clinic.
That's awesome. Well, we're talking about Packers real quick. Matt, tell them what you told me. How quick did those Packers Wimbledon tickets sell out?
15 minutes. So the Packers playing at not Wembley. They're playing at Spurs as a new ground, playing against the Giants, and they sold out in 15 minutes. So if I want to go to watch the Packers this season, I have to buy a resale ticket of £300, which is about $360, or fly to the States. So, there we are.
That's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. If you're playing against a good team, maybe. The
Yeah, that's
Giants.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Daniel Jones, that's your boy Fitz.
Danny Dimes. Also, the Giants have had our number for years, but we don't have to get into that.
All right, let's move on to the Browns. We talked about it. Watson suspended 6 games officially. A lot of people said maybe the year, half season. Nope, only 6 games. Fair punishment.
I think it's a bad look for the NFL.
100%.
Horrible. I mean, Calvin Ridley got a whole season for gambling. So
Yeah. Yeah, if we look at the betting or we look at the suspension list, Calvin Ridley 17 games for betting whole season. Vontez Burfict 12 games for his hit against Antonio Brown that led to targeting. Yeah, he had multiple ones, but still 12 games for targeting. D-Hop 6 games for PEDs. Martavis Bryant indefinitely probably never coming back because of weed. Josh Gordon, same thing, 25 plus games because of weed. Darren Waller 16 games because of substance abuse. He wasn't arrested or anything. He was just substance abuse, whether it's alcohol or whatever. Deshaun Watson 6 games for 25 sexual assault allegations.
first of all, I think Vontaze could be blamed for what's wrong with Antonio Brown.
As a Bengals fan, I'll take that. That's a win.
Yeah, it's been downhill since
Jeez.
then.
Oh man. Yeah, that was a good. I like that little rundown, Hacky. That's
Yeah.
weird. I mean, just when you start comparing and contrasting those suspensions, yeah, in that sense, it does feel like it's like, wow, like our stance on weed is no tolerance,
Yeah.
and our stance on rape allegations or sexual harassment, it's like, is that really, it's like, I don't know, that seems a little backwards.
I did see a great meme already of it said Calvin Ridley suspended another season for gambling on the Deshaun Watson trial.
Yo, that's wild. Calvin Ridley, I mean, gone for an entire season for betting on his own team to win, losing the parlay because it was dumber than our parlays that we did. Loses money and loses a whole year's worth of salary. Like, just wild. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. It's head scratching for me. We've talked about Watson a lot on here. I think we're all on the same page that this not a fair punishment. When 25 women come out and speak against you, there's some truth in there. Like, there has to be. It's not just 25 random people are like, yeah, I'm going to go with this lie. Like, no, there's some truth there. And I wish justice was served, but who knows?
What is the got free tattoos at the bottom there? Sorry.
Oh, that's Terrell Pryor. He was suspended 5 games because it was after college, and the NFL decided to suspend him 5 games for taking unfair benefits.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My only point is, I hope that, because there are accusations at the moment, if he is found guilty, that he will then get a lengthier ban. That's my only hope. Is the only reason why they're putting this back.
Yeah. I hope so too. But then I got a feeling like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to settle and he's not going to be found guilty. I just have that feeling. I don't know.
Of course. He's got paid $200 million.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Something we also talked about, Tim Stewart. Oh, wrong graphic. Torn ACL. He was probably the Broncos' number 1, number 2 wide receiver. Russell Wilson, that's probably going to hurt their odds for the Broncos. And we'll talk about the AFC West here in a second. But big blow for Broncos Nation that came out today.
Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson, he wasn't playing too great with his finger injury last season. I think this isn't going to make his transition any easier. He's a big target, so I guess we'll see how Broncos Nation does. But you just hate to see any athlete at this level this early, just like, yep, scratch off this season, they're out. It's just, it's frustrating.
Well, they have Judy and Sutton, which Sutton got hurt like pretty early on, but he's bounced back a little bit. Again, they haven't had a quarterback. Teacher coach is frozen. We mentioned Judy earlier, and I think that was Andrew. I can't remember if we were wondering, or maybe it was you, Tim. Just wonder if Judy's going to pop off this year. And I don't know. I can't put my finger on Judy and why. He'll be going into year 3 now, and he has not produced the way we thought he would.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that's, not to say that's not fair, but I mean, we look at other people and other wide receivers in particular, and we're like, well, what quarterback do they have? You know, I think you look at the Broncos quarterback selection the last, I don't know, the 4 years or so. I mean, what do you? It's going to be interesting to see. Is everyone else freezing, or is it? Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Everyone's-
We're dropping like
everyone's
flies.
just doing that. Yeah.
Goodness.
No, I'm with you, Tim, because and I was thinking about like Judy. I'm trying to predict even for fantasy is like where to take Judy, and like is he just gonna have like is he having like 1,400 yards this year? Like, is he just gonna pop off because he finally has Wilson?
Everybody's saying that Wilson and Sutton are really vibing really well. So I don't know. Could be split.
I like Sutton too. It all depends who the deep ball target is. Russell's the deep ball guy.
Yeah, he loves.
And I feel
going
like
deep.
And I feel like Judy's kind of that underneath, but Sutton may actually be that deep threat. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm really torn on my fantasy. I just have question marks: Sutton or Judy, and I can't decide. I got to pick one because I don't want two of them.
Here's who you pick:
Fuck
Melvin Gordon.
Oh my lord. All right, NFL preview. This is why Price came on here. You reached out. This is a great idea. It's the perfect time to do this training camp kicking off. We got the Hall of Fame game. Thursday night? So in 2 days with the Hall of Fame game, Jags versus Raiders. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But let's start with the AFC West. Talk about Broncos. Talk about the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. We've talked about all four of these teams earlier. Who is our champ out of this, and who's our bust? That maybe they got too much hype right now.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs to win it, and the bust is going to be the Chargers. Again.
Yeah.
Again.
There's a lot of talent on that Chargers team.
Yeah, I think Chargers are heavy favorites. I think as far as like to be like, I think it's weird that they were not in the playoffs last year, but I feel like there's some Super Bowl buzz around the Chargers right now. Like everyone's like they could go to the Super Bowl. Now I don't know. I think Herbert's a little young, but I do think the Chargers. I think they'll win that division. I think their defense is solid. The weapons on offense. It all depends. I think it depends on Herbert. I like the Chargers. And I think they're battling with the Raiders. I think the Chiefs, I'd probably flip with you, Andrew. I think the Chiefs are my bust. I think Hill's that important to them. I'm not sold on Clyde Edwards. It's hard to bet against Andy Reid, but I don't know. I just feel like the Chiefs they're gonna have a down year. That's my take.
I think it's going to be a 3-bid league, even though they're probably going to beat each other up a little bit. It's too good not to be. I feel like because they're gonna run their other schedule. I feel like.
I see the Broncos being the bust in this division. I'm trying to think of who their new head coach is. They just had a head coach change.
Fangio?
Yes, I think they brought in Russ. So I don't know. I just see like. If you look at the track record of Russ, okay, he wins. But I feel like right now there's a lot of moving pieces on that team to just, I don't know. I feel more comfortable saying the other three teams are going to perform better versus like the Broncos situation right now. So I don't know, just a gut feeling, but I could definitely see the Chargers just tanking again.
Yeah. Matt, thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will win it again. And I also think that Broncos will be the bust. And while I'm on the Broncos, has anybody seen who's going to be a part of the new buy? Like, there's been a whole new shareholder that's buying out the Broncos. Did you see who's part of that? A Formula One driver?
Yeah. Your boy Louis.
Sir Lewis Hamilton. But I still think they're going to be a bust. So there we go.
So we're all picking Chiefs here to win this division, eh?
Not me.
Yeah, not me.
I'm
I'm
picking.
going with-
Oh, go ahead.
No, you.
I'm picking the eye patch. Give me the Raiders to win this. I think Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, they reunite here. I think Raiders get this thing done. My bust, I think it's the Chiefs. A lot of hype for the Chiefs. No Tyreek Hill. We'll see how they adjust to it. Yeah, there's still a ton of weapons. It's still Mahomes. But I think they're going to let some people down. I think they're going to let Price down. They're not going to win this division.
I'm a Chiefs fan. I just think Mahomes is great.
You sound like a frog right now. I don't know if someone's in your like water in your mouth. Or whatever.
Sounds like someone intercepted like our.
He's being hacked right now.
I'm gonna have one hell of a time editing that one, but all right. Let's stay with AFC. Let's go to the E or to this.
Ooh,
I got
whoa!
two.
What happened there?
Hey.
Whoa, go cross-eyed.
Yeah. AFC East here. Who's our champ? Who's our bust? Price is, I think he's
Golly.
trying to rejoin us, but let's go with the OG crew here. Who do we got?
Bills. And I'm torn between Jets and Dolphins. I think Jets are still a bust.
Yeah, the MILF Hunters. I hear you.
Yeah, I completely agree. As much as I want to say the MILF Hunter is going to be a quality player, I just don't think he is. So Bills gonna win it again, and Jets are gonna be the best.
I'm going Bills, Pats. I'm going Bills as the bust. Pats taking the division.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yo, the Bills stink.
Dude, they're so good. Their defense is disgusting this year.
You guys just wait. Oh my gosh. I
Tim-
can't wait to just clip this and like at the end of the season and you guys are just gonna be like, man, the Bills, what happened to them? They stink. They got Josh Allen.
Oh my God.
Tim, what did the Bills do to you?
Yeah.
They didn't
Was it my like for the past 111 weeks saying put them through a table? Did that
That's
just wear
probably-
on you for 2
I
years?
think that's pretty creative. Yeah. I like that actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm going on record again and saying that Jameis Winston's gonna have a better year than Josh Allen.
I actually don't. I don't hate that for the take of. I think Jameis is actually going to do well.
Whoa,
Like,
whoa.
like I do think that.
You're the
But
first-
Josh,
first
he's
to
not
turn.
Josh. He's not Josh Allen level. Like you picked the wrong team. Like the Bills are solid.
I think the Saints are gonna have a better season than the Bills.
Okay, I think that's crazy, but I do think the Saints. I do like I like the take for the purpose of Jameis and the Saints, but I wouldn't put him with the Bills. I might pick him with the Chiefs. I might say
The Bills play the Lions on 24th of November. That's gonna be a hot week for the podcast.
We're gonna smack them right in the tank.
the other thing is, regardless, the Bills, like 6 of their games come from this division. I'd be surprised if they lose one game in their division,
Oh,
just
God.
because their division is.
They'll lose one.
Yeah, they'll lose
Maybe
one.
the Patriots to Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they run the ball 500 times to one pass. Yeah.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we got you, Price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm going the Bills in this division, though. I think the Bills are my Super Bowl pick this year.
You're not Tim's.
Bold statement.
Tim.
I'm
like
gonna
that
remember
pick.
this. I just
Tim,
I
I
mean,
usually
ever-
like your picks. I like your takes, dude. But this is such a bad. This is like the Danny Dimes take for Fitz. This is a bad.
And
take.
I recognize when I got off that hill.
well, you guys just wait. I'll
right.
go and say it. Jameis Winston's gonna have a better season than Josh Allen.
All right. When it happens, Tim, I will give you all the credit. I'll say we were wrong.
All right, I'll
But
make
when
a little
Josh
note right
Allen's
here.
when Josh Allen's carrying that Lombardi, you're gonna have to do it on your end too.
Oh,
You guys
Tim.
listen
Yeah.
to Ben Patrick at all? That sounds like a pie to the face challenge right there.
I think so.
That's
Pie
gotta
to
be
the
pie.
face.
I like that. I like it.
All right, Tim.
I'm gonna smack a pie in each of your faces.
All right, but if not, we get a smack a pie in your face at any given time.
I'm
Green
going to
light.
Texas too. I'm smacking Andrew in the face with a pie.
Enjoy that $800 plane ticket.
Tim doesn't fly. You know that.
Oh man.
He's bicycling there.
Oh, man.
Right.
Give me the Bills to put the division through a table. They lose one game in the division, maybe two, but they still become division champs. My bust is going to be the Fins. I think the Dolphins have a lot of energy right now going to camp, Tua to Tyreek, but I don't know. They're new head coach, a lot of learning to do. I think the Jets might have a better season. The Fins, barring injury, hot take.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
All right, AFC South. Texans, Colts, Titans, Jags. Let me all say this. Jags will win the division, right? Is that what we're going with here? Maybe the Texans? We're going off Madden? No? Okay, what do we got?
On the Colts. I think this is going to be an awful division, though. I think the Titans are going to be down. The Texans are going to suck again. The Jaguars will be better, but this might be the worst division in football, or one of them.
Worse than the NFC least?
Maybe. I mean, Dallas and Philly will both be okay. Washington might be okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with
You
you.
might have
Andrew.
a point.
Yeah.
It's an awful division.
I think Matt Ryan's got a chance with
Yeah.
the Colts. I do think he's got a chance, but it's gonna be like a 9-8 record, and we win the division, get a playoff game.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Titans. Just I do like Derrick Henry, their coach Vrabel. He's been a proven coach here last couple of years, so I'll take the Titans.
I'm going Colts for the division winner, and I think the Jags. I called it in preseason last year when I said it was just going to be a circus with Meyer. I just don't see Peterson being a franchise-changing head coach hire, so I'm going bust for them.
Give me the Colts, and Texans are going to be the bust. Jags will be better this year, I hope.
You pray, right?
Pray a little touch. Yeah.
The Titans I saw firsthand. They're a damn good team. They know how to win. They've been up and coming. The Colts have been tooth and nail with them, though. One of these teams is going to have one hell of a year. One of the other teams is going to have just a terrible, shitty year. I'm going to say the Colts have the bad season. Titans have the good season. I don't know why I flipped a coin in my head right there, but that's what I just feel like both these teams will not be good. I feel like there's going to be a huge drop off from one of them.
It's going to be a one league.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. AFC North, the most competitive division in football, right? That's what we're saying. Steelers still without a quarterback. Browns still without a quarterback for 6 weeks. I won't complain. Who's our winners? Who's our bust here?
I got Ravens winning. I got Browns bust.
I'm going Baltimore to win. I really don't think any of these teams will really be a bust because, there's no hype around the Steelers. The Browns have a good excuse for 6 weeks. I think Cincy will still make the playoffs, but I'll call them my bust just because they don't win the division. But they're both going to make the playoffs, I think.
It's tough. I'm going Bengals to win it. And I guess the Browns is a bust. I think giving Deshaun all this guaranteed money, and they have the talent to win now if they had a more appropriate quarterback selection, will just prove that they're a total cluster and a waste of management. And, I don't feel any remorse for their organization because they're trash.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I completely agree word to word what Tim just said. Bengals and Browns. Simple as that. You can't give a man with all that accusations against him with all that money.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Get out.
Yeah, I agree. I understand what you guys are saying. There's not a lot of hype with Steelers and Browns because of what's going on with both those teams. But I do think the Browns are going to find a way to brown it up here. Bengals swept this division last year. And they're gonna sweep it again. Damn it! I don't care who Lamar has back. I don't care what the Dirty Birds are doing down in Baltimore. Joe Shiesty, Jamar Chase getting it done.
Did they really sweep the division last year?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Wow.
DX style. Bah, right
Wow.
there. All right, now let's talk about a division that the other three of you guys care about. Four of
Here
you
we
guys care
go.
about.
Here we
NFC North. Let me say, bust Green Bay. That's what we're saying here.
No. No.
go.
Oh my gosh, Tim.
It's like Joker-esque there.
Yeah.
Big time bust Green Bay. Gotta say it. Lions taking the division, baby. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's our time to shine.
Mhm.
Clip it.
The
Just
passing
clip it.
of the torch.
Clip it. When the Lions
every-
go like 3-14, are we so happy?
Actually, I like the Lions. I mean, not to win the division, but I think they're on the up and up. I think they've got some weapons. I don't know about Goff. I can't decide on Goff, but he's definitely got pieces around him. Like if you put a different quarterback in that offense, I'd be scared. I'd be like really like, ooh, like we might be in trouble. But Goff, I'm like, okay, we're still good. Think about the Packers. I think they're being snubbed right now.
Mm.
Ever since Adams left, people are just like, "Oh, the Packers they're going to be bad." We have two. We probably have the best running back tandem in football in Dillon and Jones. You throw in we got a third guy, Hill, who's running well. Offensive line is back. We're stacked there. I mean, wide receiver is going to be. There's a lot of question marks, but I think there's also a lot of there's some hope with Sammy, Lazard, Cobb. We got some rookies thrown in the mix. You got the MVP. But the one thing no one's talking about is the defense. Packers defense. We lost some pieces like Zadarius Smith, but they got guys like Rashad Gary is ready for a big year. Javon Campbell was all pro last year, and no one's really talking about him. Aaron Rodgers says the best secondary that he's played against, and his receivers have to be tested every day. I'm high on the Packers. I think they bounce back, and I think they're still kings. I think they're kings of the North, and especially on a year that everyone's talking down on them, like, oh, they're so overrated. I'm just ready to, kick that football off, and we'll see who owns the North.
Tunyon come back too. A lot of people forget about that. He's gonna be
Oh, yeah, Big Bobby. Yeah.
Bobby Tunyon.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked Green Bay too. I think the Bears will be the bust just because everybody's talking about a Justin Fields rebound. They're not really super hyped, but I think the Bears are about to be the bottom of the division. I got Detroit over them.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Andrew, Packers and the Bears just
Awful receivers.
Justin Fields really overhyped, I think.
I don't hate that. I think all you guys had really good points. I think the Vikings are going to be the bust here. Dalvin Cook, Jefferson. You like that Kirk Cousins? He's not that for me. I don't know. I
But
think
T,
they're
honey,
gonna let-
what are you on about?
I know. Yeah, we got T. God damn it. Now I backed myself in a corner. Damn it. I'm sticking with it. Sorry, T. I'm going for it. Tim, what do we always say here? Bad franchises stick together. Damn it. This is your year. Stone cold to the face to that Honolulu blue Kool-Aid, baby. Let's go Lions to win the division.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. NFC South. I don't know what to say with this one. I feel like we all have a way to go here except for Tim, but we'll let Tim get there.
I'll go right now.
Go
Saints
for
are
it.
winning it. Saints, they're going to be without Kamara for a few games.
Without Winston.
James is back, right?
Is he? I
Yeah.
didn't think he was clear, but yeah.
Thanks, bro.
I don't
I
have.
thought
the
he was
update,
back.
but
Okay. He might be back.
he's calibrating himself for a MVP type season. And really, I think it's really no surprise. I think the Falcons are like the dumpster of the NFL right now. What do they got? They got a decent tight end who's pretty young. That's it. So
I do think Drake London's gonna be like absolute stud for them. 20 years
Yeah.
old only. He's only 20.
yeah,
That's
I
wild.
think that's a great comparison. But like going back to the conversation earlier with Jerry Jeudy, like, are we going to see growth from Drake London in the next 2 or 3 years, like we would hope if he had even a B tier quarterback? I don't know.
I don't know. I could see Drake London ended up being like an Allen Robinson type player where he produces even though he has nobody throwing to him.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Go look at his stats in college. I didn't realize this until I watched the draft, but before he got hurt, I think he was averaging like 14 catches a game for the first couple games or something.
Jeez.
Something ridiculous. He's only 20. I think he's one of the youngest players in the NFL. He's like 6'5". I don't know. If anybody's doing a dynasty draft, be on the lookout for Drake London.
I like
Pro
that.
tip right there.
Yeah.
It's a free tip.
I gotta take Tampa. I mean, I just think the thing about the Saints is Kamara being gone for a few games. I just don't think they can catch them. I do think the Saints could be in the playoffs. I think they could find their way in. A lot of questions around Michael Thomas. Will Michael Thomas be able to produce the way he did? But I like Sean Payton. I think the Saints give it a little bit of a competition, but I think it's Bucks easily. And then Falcons have no chance.
Marcus Mariota? Come on.
No chance.
I think the Panthers will beat the last place